Hey, how's it going? So in this video, I'm going to go through not just the sales process, but the entire process in depth for creators and coaches to really scale their business. I'm going to get right into it. So to start, first of all, my name's Toyin. How's it going? We're going to go through something that I think is really important. I saw it today and I thought I got to share it with people. So 48% of influencers earn less than $15,000 annually. This is according to Business Insider. That's crazy. And if you scroll down, 2023, 48% of creator earners, made 15K or less. The report said, pointing to figures from NeoReach, an influencer marketing agency. Just about 13% made north of 100K. So that's a really low number. And what I'm going to do is walk you through a whole process and system that will make sure something like this is not even possible for you, because you're going to be making way more than that, and as you should, because you put in the work. So we're just going to find a way to make it even more for you. Okay, so let's go through it. So this is for you, the creator, at wherever you are right now. I'm going to walk you through the entire process to help you get from point A, where you are, to point B, making way more money, having a better time doing it, and not as busy. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Why should you listen to me? Well, don't mind the lag over here. Just going to show you. So here's why you should trust me. My mentor right here, he's actually been able to generate over $600,000 for his clients. And I have the entire step-by-step process to show you how he did it. So here's some of the proof over here, as you can see. So what I'm going to do here today is go over this entire model. So this is the system that makes everything run. See, it starts over here, goes all the way down. You got here, pre-call flow, some automations, whatever. And that just leads to the sales call, and then finally where you collect the moolah, the cash money, the ducats. So I'm going to show you exactly how it works and why it's better than probably anything else that you've been trying so far. So let's get right into it. So we're going to start with a high level process and really get into the weeds later. We're going to start here with phase 1. There's 3 phases. Phase 1 is reset the foundations. Phase 2 is prove product market fit. Phase 3, set up the systems and launch. And then that's where you start making this. So phase 1. In reset the foundations, what we're going to do is take the creator's offer, and then we're going to do market research. That's all integral to making the whole thing work. So we're going to establish, so on this, I'm really going to establish why your current business is probably built on sand, and to move it onto a solid cement brick foundation, we're going to have to go through and redo the market research in the first week. So with that, we're going to use we're going to launch the mass data method as soon as possible. And then I'm going to implement the market research call funnel. So how that's going to work is it books in and takes on market research calls, and stuff like this is all ready to go and it's done for you. So everything I'm going to be explaining from here is just, once you start, this is all going to be running in the background for you. Well, the third step of that is on those calls, I'll take on the avatar and transfer them over to an offer template, and that I'm going to use that to build an offer for you so good that it'll make you shed a single tear. So from there, we're going to go to prove product market fit. So when it comes to that, now that the foundations are reset, we're going to start setting up the backend structures for a launch, starting with actually writing your sales letter first. So the sales letter is the root thesis that will inform every part of your funnel, from marketing to sales. So it's basically going to take 3 days to build it from scratch, and you're going to see why once I really get into it. So I have a whole system for making these. You don't have to worry about any of that. So for the next part, once the sales letter is built, from there I create the sales script, then the setting script. Then with this minimum viable material, go right into combining this with the Instagram warm outbound beta launch right away for the fastest product market fit testing as possible. And this is going to get you tangible results straight away with the most minimum viable system ready. So realistically, you can have this built from scratch in 2 weeks, and within a week you can get your first customer. So this is more or less how the minimum viable funnel is going to look like. You got your IG launch, Instagram, appointment setting script is what we're going to go through in the DMs to close them, and that's going to lead them to a sales letter, and then from there it's going to lead them to getting on to a sales call by booking it, and then you make the money. So that leads to phase 3. You set up the systems and then you launch. So once the product market fit to the offer is proven, and this is proven when you get the cash collected or contract signed, and the deep interest from your prospects saying that they will buy, after that, I'll then go ahead and manually build out the rest of the sales systems in order. So I'm talking automations, book a call funnel, pre-call flow, sales process tracking, and all that stuff is going to take 3 weeks. And if you're wondering where that is, I'm talking while this is going on, I'm going to be building out these things early. These things. And I'll explain some more about that later. So then once the process is ready, we're going to re-prepare the Reels marketing launch plus a YouTube. That is if you have one. And I highly suggest it because it's going to help you a lot. For them, we're going to pick the marketing idea, and then launch, which may take around 2 weeks. Then once you get people in the door, fulfill for them with the product creation guide. Then I have it above it in here. And like I'm saying, I have all this stuff for you so you don't have to worry about that. So can we get a little, can we get much higher? Can we dig in some more from there? Yes, we can. I think you could probably already tell, so with this process, if you follow it from point A to point B, don't you really see how you could, really start printing and making a lot of money just from this? Because if you really think about it, the numbers that you can bring in just by doing this alone, following this and having it done for you is crazy. And that's going to make sure you are not a part of these guys. That's not where you want to be. Okay? So that was a high level overview. So I think it's time we really go deeper than that. So first, what I'm going to do is show you what a great funnel looks like, an average funnel, and a bad funnel. So we'll go back and forth. So here's an example of an average funnel. So this is a barber. What they got here is, they have got your bio, just so you have different locations. And then if you click this link right here, so it's loading, it brings you to their website. It says, you can book a call, do whatever stuff. Book a haircut, sorry, found location. Testimonials for what? Book an appointment. Doors are open. They got this when you open it. Okay. That'd be cool if you're just looking for a haircut. But if we go to services, what do they have? Men's haircut, beard trim. So one thing about these guys is they actually offer training and a paid group for teaching people how to cut hair. The reason why I'm saying this is average to, I might even go ahead and say it's bad now because I can't really find the link, is it at least has it right here, a link right here, and you can see what they do. So I might even move this to bad, I'm not gonna lie. So let's go back. So I'm gonna show you what a bad one looks like. And then great one. So this is the first bad funnel that I'm going to describe. So this guy's a fitness content creator. I'd say he has pretty good videos. You know, you got some educational stuff, just showing off the physique as well. Pretty decent views. This is pretty good. Now the problem is once you get to the bio. So for one, he has a lot of different things here. A lot. And then when you get to your link tree, and link trees are actually bad to have. And why that's bad to have is it causes analysis paralysis. I'm not going to know what to do because there's so many options here. So like I can shop on Gymshark, 6ice, get supplements, see whatever his personal record is, go back to his Instagram, his TikTok, send money on Cash App. So I think you're starting to see, based off what I showed you before, how this doesn't really help you. Like, you're going to be making some money from this, but it's really capped because it's just not really streamlined and clear exactly what you do here. So this is an example of a great one. So very clear bio here. It says what he does. He helps entrepreneurs turn their followers into buyers. DMCTA, call to action, basically saying, hey, DM me this and I'll send you something to get to work. So the videos he has educational stuff. He has, you know, some eye-catching things, really telling you what he does. Same thing over here. Has results, testimonials, case studies, collabs. That stuff's all really good. Then when you go here, the next part of the funnel, and this is what a lot of people don't have. This is what the best people have, people that are making money, but there's also a lot of people that aren't, that don't have this step. It's a sales letter, basically. With the VSL in here, you know, it has your whole thing here. It brings you through a little journey showing what he does, some proof as well. Click here to apply, all that stuff, and then you can book a call. I'd say this is a pretty good one right here. Close that, go back here. And now I'm going to show you what I'd say is one of the, I like the content, but I'd say this is one of the weaker ones that I've seen. All right, let's take a look here. So the first one is kind of named Highly Flavored. So he posts videos on basically different ways to make money, but the main thing is with a clothing brand. So he does give some good tips here, but the thing is, as you can see, t-shirt business coach, clothing brand, graphics and designs, DTF printing. That's all good and well, right? So when you click this, you're thinking, okay, maybe he can help me out. And while he does show that, look at this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it just keeps going. Different things here. So they range from ebooks to products to courses to affiliate links. And there's just a whole lot here. Some of them don't really even all fit the same like category you'd think. And it's just kind of confusing because you don't really know where to start. He's probably making some money with this, but the thing is he could be making a whole lot more if he streamlined the whole process. And I'm going to show you like a perfect one, really. So one of the goats, Eman Gadget, one of the goats at this. And I say that because he knows exactly how to do it. So has a little description on his channel, a lot of educational videos, and he also has an Instagram and a TikTok as well. So the thing about this is also a strategy that we have. I think it's called the 5-day launch. Let's take a look here. So if we scroll up, yep, right here, 3-video product launch, stuff like that. He does that really well. And basically what it is when he's getting ready to launch something new, he'll have like a series of videos, let's say 3 videos. They're all on the same topic, but he splits it up into 3 different videos and sends out emails and stuff in between each one. And when he does that, when he has the newest thing that he's selling, he'll make sure all of his descriptions and all of his videos all start with this and have a link to it. So these are all basically VSLs to point you here. So you watch the videos, you're like, maybe I should check that out. You click that. Where does that bring you? To the sales page. Starts with the VSL in here where he explains some more step by step. He makes it all sound very, grabbing you emotionally, basically. Some urgency here. Save your spot now. Lock in access at discounted price before it goes up. It shows that there's other people doing it. Then it shows you, walks you through his story, where he was at, what he tried, what he failed at, what he's doing now. So this sort of thing is exactly what you need. And this is why I was saying the other guy was pretty good. His sales letter didn't go this in depth. And the thing is, I have the exact template for you to make this for yourself. And like I'm saying, you don't really got to do much because I'm making it for you. So let's go back. Close these over here. Close that. Close that. Number 2. So let's keep going. So now that you've seen what works and what doesn't, we're gonna really break it down. So if I were to work with you, this is exactly what I would do to get you from where you are right now to making a lot more money. So there's 6 different steps here. We're gonna go through each one. So the first one is the onboarding process. So pretty standard. When you sign on, you're going to get a form, fill that out with all the info required to get us started. Then just schedule a kickoff call 5 days from then. It's going to be 5 days because I'm going to use the stuff that you sent to really get your account set up and everything to get you access and have everything rolling. So then we're going to have an onboarding call. And on that call, I'm going to give you a plan on what I'm going to do over the course of the next month. So that's the overarching system, why it's going to work, what I'm going to do, or what you're going to have to do, which is not much. What deliverables I'm going to get from them, from you, and what deliverables you're going to get from me. And then after that, we're going to get started on your offer. So in order to really implement the sales system properly, we're first going to have to build something to sell, aka, build an offer. Now you're probably wondering, well, you might be wondering, you might already know, but in case you don't, I'm going to explain it a little bit. So what exactly is an offer? I'm going to paint a picture here. So let's say you're a crazy rich kid and you're Asian. So you're a crazy rich Asian. Sounds a little familiar. I don't know why, but it kind of sounds familiar. So in a crazy rich family, we have aunts, uncles, and cousins. And you all have this tradition where every year each subfamily gets the head grandpa the most elaborate birthday present to get his favoritism and to get his entire inheritance. So I'm talking, Lamborghinis, motorcycles, a yacht or something, whatever he would like, a Rolex. So to beat everybody out, you can't just go and get a basic Lambo or motorcycle like the other subfamilies. So you got to get not just the best gift, which is your offer here. You got to also get that packaged in, the best way. And that's our offer building. And you do that so you can position yourself compared to all the other subfamilies as more favorable to grandpa. And this is where offer building comes in. And this is what you got to do if you want to beat out everybody else and get your inheritance. So there are 7 elements of an offer. The main gift is the core product that you're selling. And for that, that's broken up into the mechanism that makes your product and what makes your product unique from everything else. Then after that, we have the wrapping paper. So the way your product is further positioned away from your competitors, in the customer's or your grandpa's mind. So that is the safety net, aka a guarantee. So for example, I'm guaranteeing that you're going to get your dream body, or I'm guaranteeing that you're going to make X amount of money. Time frame, how long it's going to take you to get there, and the pricing. So for example, I guarantee you're going to make 10K a month in the next 3 months, or else you get your money back and you eventually get to the price and say you're charging, I don't know, maybe 3K, something like that. So the feeling that your grandpa is going to get from receiving all that is basically the outcome that your customers are going to get. So it should be polarizing, and it should also provide them with their desired outcome. So the offer building framework is basically going to look like this. So we help X specific person get Y tangible result in Z time frame with a unique mechanism or guarantee, as in, or else, you get whatever. So once that's built, then it's time to move on to market research. So in the market research section, this is really, so if you're starting a business, that is basically you solving a problem for a particular audience. That means at the core of the business, what core group are we helping? And then it's actually about serving that audience in the best way possible. So this means that we must deeply understand your audience by, their creator and their customer avatar. By the end of this, we'll deeply understand your viewers and the perfect one to sell to. So here's basically what that's going to look like. So we're going to design a cash cow customer avatar. Then we're going to initiate the content analysis method. Then we're going to fill out those questions in an avatar sheet. After that, we're going to initiate the market research call method and fill out questions in that avatar sheet. From there, we're going to go back and merge the market research with the previous offer building to make an amazing offer. And, at previous, I'm talking about this over here. Got it right here too. So we're going to combine this with the new stuff that we've done in the market research. So on my end, that really looks like at a higher level, I'm going to build a funnel. I'm going to start booking meetings to, do research. I'm going to take those market research calls, get all that together. Then I'm going to use that to create a perfect offer, really. And from there, we get into the marketing launch. Now, first, we optimize your account. I'm talking the types of videos you're posting, maybe see if we need to tweak something a little bit. Then your bio, make sure everything's working properly, maybe some stories as well. Then we're going to start our initial marketing techniques for an immediate launch. So these things here is basically this part. So first, we figure out this. Once that's going, all that stuff works with this. This is why you're going to need an Instagram at the minimum. YouTube would be great, so you can do both. But if you only had an Instagram and a TikTok, it still works. So the beta test launch, lukewarm outbound launch, 5-day lead magnet relaunch, and then the Instagram story power offers. Then we're going to go into YouTube CTA, your YouTube VSL video sales letter, and then the 3 video product launch I talked about earlier. So the beta test launch. So for that, you're going to post a DM call to action, CTA, on your story. Then you're going to reply with an appointment setting script, aka MAS is what I'm going to call it. Then going to book them for a call. So the overview of that is the audience member or your customer sees your IG story, they do the DM CTA, then they go through the MAS. Next up, we got the lukewarm / outbound launch. So this is where we're going to check your old DMs for engaged / slightly engaged leads. We're going to DM them with a combo opener, and then we're going to keep it rolling from there. So the overview of that is take the old leads, you send them a message number 1, and then we go through the MAS again. MAS, appointment set for you. So for the 5-day lead magnet Reels launch. So first of all, a lead magnet is something of value that you give to them, to your audience, that specifically helps them with something that they're in pain about. And by pain, I mean something that's holding them back from getting to where they want to be. So in this case, I'm going to go through a few of them, but to remember, the thing about lead magnets is they have to be so good that you could charge for it, or else no one likes to waste their time, and it's better if you didn't even do anything versus giving them a bad one. But luckily for you, I got that covered. So basically, 5 days before the launch, you're going to post a reel explaining that you're doing something massive. Simultaneously to launching the reel, you're going to post an Instagram story. Don't worry, I have the copy, aka what you're going to say on those. You don't got to worry about that. It's all done for you. And then we're going to give out 5 lead magnets, 1 a day. And these are all going to be made ahead of time and then just posted 1 a day for 5 days. So here's some examples. So for a fitness coach, that could be 5 custom workout plans in 5 days. So one day is chest, next day is back, arms, legs, an ab workout example, just like that. Another example is, let's say you're a drop shipping coach. So the 5-day drop shipping fast start in 5 days. You got your product finding guide, ads guide, store building guide, supplier guide, scaling guide. You're going to get all that for free, one a day. And I have an automation, so that's going to send these lead magnets out once they DM you. So this is all happening in the background for you. You don't have to do anything. Next, we're going to get into the Instagram story power offers. So a power offer is a marketing material that leads directly with the offer, which of course, to work well, it has to be powerful. And then it's going to directly request a call to action to the avatar to engage with said offer. So we're going to do that by posting 5 Instagram story slides. They're directly going to call out to the avatar. They're going to show 3 case studies, then let them know that you're about to launch something. So an overview of that is, first, you're going to hook them with the story. It's going to be something that says that's going to make them want to click to the next one. Then the next 3 slides are going to be case studies. Then after that, it's your power offer. Then if they interact with that and do the DM CTA, then we go into the mass script and books them in. And then the final Instagram tactic here, well, I guess that was the final one. Next, we're going to get into the YouTube launch tactics. So there's 3 main ones that we're going to be using. The first one, you're going to shoot your normal YouTube videos. Then, so instead of just ending those videos normally, there's a whole framework for you to follow for how you're going to end it to get them, into this whole funnel. So once your customer DMs you on Instagram, then you already know, mass them on launch day. And once again, that's all happening for you. You don't have to worry about the details. But when we're really doing it, I'm going to, let you know exactly what's going on if you want to know. So the overview is YouTube video, you got your call CTA, they hit the link in the description, go to your Instagram, say that in the CTA in the DM, and then the rest works for you. Now the next one, you got tactic number 2, a YouTube VSL, aka video sales letter. So you're going to shoot the VSL. These are one of the few things you're going to have to do, but don't worry, I have a whole script for you. You don't have to think about it, you just got to record it. At the end of the VSL, use the YouTube CTA to IG DMs. Then you're going to post it like a regular YouTube video. And so after you do that in your upcoming regular YouTube videos, what you're going to do is use the YouTube CTA to the YouTube VSL, which brings them to the IG DMs where you can mass them. So kind of like that Imagachi thing that I showed you earlier, it's just going to be in the description of all the videos. And you're just going to end the video by basically saying, whatever the CTA is, pretty much. So an example of that would be this channel right here on this video. Okay, so this is how it's gonna work. You're gonna end your video with a CTA, and then in your description, which he has in all of his, it says get access to our free YouTube University. He has a short thing here, and clicks that, and that leads you to another video. So this one would be a regular video, and this video is the VSL. As you can see, it looks a little different. And from there, in this bio, he's gonna have another, CTA at the end of this video, and that leads you to here with his school. So his funnel goes a little deeper. So it's a private group, and it's free. Once you're in there, it's gonna have, a community full of people who are trying to learn how to, grow their YouTube channel as well. And he's gonna have courses and stuff in there too. But what he's doing to really make money is inside of that, he's gonna have people trying to sell people into the paid version of the course and not just this free one. So let's head on back. So let's go over that. So the overview of that is top of the funnel, your regular YouTube content. You got your YouTube CTA to the YouTube VSL. And from there, on that VSL, the YouTube CTA for that is going to lead you to IG DMs, or later, if you want to scale, or when you scale, it's going to be your sales page, book a call funnel, a quiz funnel, a free community like he had, or a webinar or anything like that. Then from there, CTA again, and you're going to get that, link in description anywhere, and then etc. And that eventually leads to a sale. And then the third YouTube tactic is the 3 video product launch. It's the same thing that I said Iman Ganji does. So let me tell you high level how that works. So you're going to use the foundational ICP sheet and the foundational sales letter to write out 3 YouTube videos with those arguments spread out. So the 3 video macro is, first you can talk about the opportunity that they have to do this, the type of transformation that they can expect with this, and the level of ownership they're going to have after doing that. And in that last one, they're also going to get into, enrollment, what is going to look like when you join this program. And in between, he sends emails. So this is basically the same type of link. Before he had the agency accelerator, so it all led to this, and now it's something new. So see, he's done this tons of times, but he builds up a ton of hype for each of these. It feels like a real event whenever he does it. So the overview of that is the opportunity video, YouTube CTA to the next one, transformation video, YouTube CTA to the next one, ownership plus enrollment video, YouTube CTA to the link in the description. This would be in the description. And then if it goes to the IG, then there'll be a mask to get you into this. So that is all of the YouTube tactics. So after the marketing launch, that's all you're going to need for the marketing stuff. That's when we go into the sales structure. So we go over the mental side, what you need to know, what you need to be prepared for on that. It's not going to be too much heavy lifting on your end, but just some things that you need to know. Then we have a high ticket sales process and a low ticket sales process. So they both work really well. I suggest going with the high ticket, because you can make a whole lot, because either way you're still going to be doing a lot. There's still going to be a lot going on. But if you're going to put the effort in, why not make more? You know what I'm saying? So I actually did a video on that. So I'm just going to stop this right here, switch over to that, and then we're going to come back after this is done. See you in a bit. Hey, welcome to the overview of the high ticket sales process. So what I do is I help creators make more money with their coaching business. So I help you help other people make more money, and in turn you make more money. So let's get into how it works real quick. So this right here is you. You're the heart, you're the engine of the entire system that makes it run. So sorry, jumbling my words a little bit here, but this is the content that you have on Instagram, whether you have a TikTok or YouTube. To make this work, you're going to need at least an Instagram. A YouTube would be great, but Instagram and TikTok, it all works. Let's get into it. So your content is going to funnel into each other and then come back into either your YouTube or your Instagram. That goes out to the next step that we have here, which is the launch sequence. So I have another video really covering exactly what all these things are, but we're just going to go over it pretty quick. So you got your beta test launch, lukewarm/warm outbound launch, the 5-day lead magnet reel launch. Then you got your Instagram story power offers. Those are all going to be running. And then on the other end, if you have a YouTube, which I highly recommend to put your longer form videos on, you got your YouTube CTA or call to action, your YouTube VSL or video sales letter, and your 3 video product launch. When you really see what this stuff means, you're going to really understand exactly how powerful these things are, and why just by implementing these alone before you get to anything else would really make you a lot of money very quickly. No exaggeration, if you were to start this right now, by the end of the week or within a few days, you could quite honestly be making a lot of money. And by a lot, I'm talking like 30, 40K plus. So all of those are going to funnel into an Instagram keyword CTA. And with that, it's going to go into an appointment setting script. So one thing to keep in mind, this is all stuff being done for you. You're not doing any of this. So you keep doing what you do, making the content, putting it out. And then on my side, I'm going to have this running. So there's an appointment setting script. That's what we're going to get to, engage with the leads that come in and get them to go to the funnel, to enter the funnel. So the funnel here, we got a book a call funnel. It could be a quiz, a video sales letter. And all this stuff is getting logged in the background so we can check the performance, see what we need to fix, change, or leave the same. And then from there, we're going to try to get them to book a call. Once they book a call, they're going to go into the pre-call flow. So there's two different sections here that you got for that. You got your automations and your manuals. So automations, all stuff going to be working automatically in the background, where manually I'm going to actively go and do this. So for automations, they're going to get an email and an SMS that's going to notify them 24 hours, 3 hours, 5 minutes, or even 0 minutes before the call happens. And on the manual side, I'm going to actually call them up. Got a script that I'm going to follow, to get them ready. This is going to be 1 hour after the booking call was led. And then also at the same time, they're going to get an SMS/WhatsApp message where I will personally converse with them and send them more content to really, nurture them and get them ready for the call, to have less resistance so that when they're there, they're more likely to buy. And that's going to lead into another VSL with more content for them to consume. And just remember that this is following something called the 7-11-4 rule. So that basically states that to get a customer to buy from you, you need to provide them with 7 hours of content from 11 different, sources from 4 different locations. So what that means is 7 hours, all the stuff put together, it's a lot of content to watch. So they're going to get used to seeing you. 11, that means, you got a text, a WhatsApp message, a call, an email, all the different, we go back up here, you got your different Instagram videos, your TikToks, your YouTube. And you see that's way more than 11, and it just keeps stacking on from there to really help them get ready to give you some of it. So, and then the 4 channels, 4 as in, different platforms that it's on. So text, email, WhatsApp, Instagram, etc. Just goes on and on. So from there, we're going to get them to show up to the actual call. If they don't show, we have something for that. We're going to send them a bunch of follow-ups to get them to show. And then from there, we go into sales call. And there's a sales script for that. And just like before, we track all of these things so we can continue to improve our process and make it more efficient. And then from there, they sign on, and that's money for you. So you can see it sounds pretty simple, but there's actually a lot going on. But the best thing about it is that you yourself do not have to do any of this. So if you really want to, this is the high level process for how you can implement this type of thing, and then you can try it out for yourself. But I have the step-by-step, process and the actual, knowledge and the tools and templates to get all this up and running for you as quickly as possible. So if this is something that you're interested in and you would like to, for me to implement it for you, there's going to be a link in my bio. Just hit that up and either DM me on Instagram or book a call. Then we'll have a quick chat and see how I can help you. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Okay, we're back. Hopefully you enjoyed that. It was going over the whole sales process, which is this right here, from start to finish. So we'll work our way back. Now, the low ticket sales process. This is basically what that is. So what? A low ticket sales process is in building. So it's a system that runs automatically and is very relational. It works well with e-commerce sales. The types of products that usually works for this is, a school community, ebooks, a Discord community, some sort of PDF, etc. It goes on and on. So why would you do this? So a low ticket offer is extremely powerful if A, you're a creator looking for a low maintenance, borderline passive income business that they can just snap on ads, just post some content, and you let the system just, print money for you. Or B, if you're a creator that wants to get a large lead list of already validated buyers, or they plan to eventually upsell into a higher ticket product. So if you do low ticket, you can still get into high ticket with that. So this is, basically how it works. You have a lead magnet. So the free thing of value that you're giving that would really solve something for your customers, your audience that you want to turn to customers, And it has an opt-in where you put in your email, your name, stuff like that. And then sent through email, you're going to get a VSL. So they're going to get a VSL. And then from there, there's going to be a second product upsell bump After that, you're going to post an email sequence follow-up, then SMS follow-up. That's also an opt-in, collects your phone numbers, and then more content follow-up. And once again, all this stuff is mapped out and pretty much done for you. So fundamentally, it's the same exact concept as high ticket sales process, being that you're leading prospects down a path of slow obedience until they eventually buy. So there was something I explained, the 7-11-4 rule in the other. So this is really building up on the 7 and 11 on a bunch of different areas. So, and then the last step is prime the product. So at this point, you've been onboarded, you've built an irresistible offer, you deeply researched out the market, you prepped all of our launch marketing, and we have all our launch sales processes in place. So now you want to prepare your product in the most optimal balanced way to keep students happy whilst not going overboard and using, a useless massive product that you find out that no one really wanted anyways. So the main elements to an ideal creator education business is the CCCS model, which is coaching, community, courses, and systems. So similar to just sales or with marketing, think of coaching or community building or just courses or just systems as having, all that stuff going on, plus 1,000 more lines of elements that you need to learn about. That's a lot. So, the best way to go about it is exactly how the biggest companies in the world do it. Just like the tech world or the gaming world in my background. I used to work at a few video game studios, so I know exactly how this works firsthand. So where, they create, before they launch, they just do an MVP or a minimum viable product. In the gaming industry, this would be called a vertical slice or, a demo. What you're going to do is they make those to strike the balance of happy customers while not having to expend too much effort to make it happen. Then with more customers coming in, they then create a better product. So this is the fulfillment path for a high ticket program, the overall framework. So similar to how I do for you, this is going to be working for you on a mini scale on each of your potential customers. So they're going to go through an onboarding call. They're going to go through, get led through the roadmap. There's going to be a community with courses and also coaching involved, and then the systems. So the systems are pre-built plug and play process plus technology that your avatar can use to rapidly speed up something that they would previously have needed a tons of time to build, but you're making it real quick for them. So this is the entire process, and it should be pretty clear as day as to why this might have your bank calling for potential fraud, because they're thinking you're scamming with all the money coming in and how consistent it is. But you can probably also see from this why just having, okay, I do one-on-ones. I have the content that I post. It's in my bio saying, hey, come do a one-on-one with me. So you're still going to make some money with that, but it's really, you're leaving a lot of money on the table because you're not taking them through a whole process which could lead them to get there, because they're either going to do it or not. But with this, it warms them up, gets them ready to be like, okay, I think I should do this. And the same thing works if you already have a paid community. If you just have the paid community, you throw it in your bio, you are going to be making some money, but you're not making nearly as much as you could be without this whole process working in the background for you. So the most important thing to remember here is you're basically getting the opportunity to do the things that you like doing, continue posting content about what you like, and not have to worry about the business side at all, because it's all taken care of for you. So if this is something that you'd like to get set up, just let me know. I can set it up for you. Just hit me on my Instagram. I have a link in my bio, or there will also be a link to the calendar where you can just book a quick chat for me and I can see how I can help you. Well, thanks for watching this whole thing. It was pretty long, but if you got to the end, then I know you're really serious about this. Hope to see you on the other side.